Good afternoon, Loli.
I'm Lydia. Lolly is here in 5 minutes.
Okay, so good afternoon, Lydia.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Patricia.
Good afternoon.
Open your student's book on page 24. I'm going to start reading. Time. The concept of time is an important cultural aspect that is worth noting to avoid misunderstandings when people from different cultural backgrounds work together. The attitude of English speakers towards time schedules is usually one of respect. Time schedules are kept, so if there is a meeting, an interview, or a social event, they expect it to begin and end at the scheduled time, no matter how much time in advance they have been arranged. They are supposed to be kept. Consequently, it is not necessary to confirm a meeting or a deadline previously set. Other cultures are far more flexible in this respect. English speakers plan their activities carefully in advance, so they also expect appointments to be kept. Therefore, a last-minute cancellation is unthinkable. Okay, Lydia, please start reading.
Okay. Time. The concept of time is an important cultural aspect that is worth nothing to avoid. Misunderstandings when people from different cultural backgrounds work together. The attitude of English speakers towards time hazards is usually one of respect. Time
Schedules
are kept, so if there is a meeting, an interview, or a social event, they expect it to begin and end at the scheduled time, no matter how much time in advance they have been arranged. They are supposed to be with. Consequently, it is not necessary to confirm a meeting or the deadline previously. All other cultures are far more flexible in this respect. English speakers plan their activities carefully in advance, so they also expect appointments to be quick. Therefore, a last-minute cancellation is unthinkable.
Well, Lydia, I suppose that you know that you got a lot of mistakes when you are reading. So I hope that you enter later and stop my reading and repeat after me, because first of all, your audio is very bad. There is an echo, and you got many mistakes. So it's better for you to enter and to practice as many times as you can. I don't know if you got a lot of free time to do that, but it would be convenient for you to do that, okay?
Okay, Lolly is here now.
Lolly, listen to Patricia, and after that you are going to read. Patricia, start reading, please.
Time. The concept of time is an important cultural aspect that is worth nothing to avoid. Misunderstanding when people from different cultural backgrounds work together. The attitude of English speakers towards time schedules is usually one of respect. Time schedules are kept, so if there is a meeting, an interview, or a social event, they expect is to begin and end and the scheduled times. No matter how much time in advance they have been arranged, they are supposed to be kept. Consequently, it is not necessary to confirm a meeting or a deadline previously set. Other cultures are far more flexible in this respect. English speakers plan their activities carefully in advance, so they expect appointments to be kept. Therefore, a last-minute cancellation is unthinkable.
Well, Patricia, you don't have so many mistakes as on Lydia, for instance, but you also must repeat some many words here. For instance, you say keep when it's kept. The infinitive is keep and the past is kept, as it is written. And there are many others that I'm not going to repeat here because I think it's your task to enter and to repeat as many times as you need, because if I realize that if I correct you just when you are reading, you are not changing your way of pronunciation. So you need much more time to practice. So please enter and repeat. Okay, Loli, can you read it, please?
Time. The concept of time is an important cultural aspect that is worth nothing to avoid. You can understand this when people from different cultural backgrounds work together. The attitude of English speakers towards time is usually one of respect. Time issues are kept, so if there is a meeting and
Time schedules. Time schedules.
Time schedules. Time schedules are kept, so if there is a meeting, an interview, or a social
Even in
event,
the past participle are kept. Past participle are kept.
Are kept. So, if there is a meeting, an interviewer, or a social event, they are scheduled to begin and end and the student time. No matter how much time in advance they have been arranged, they are supposed to be kept. So, frequently, it is not necessary to confirm a meeting or a deadline previously set. Other cultures are far more flexible in this respect. English speakers plan their activities carefully in advance, so they also expect appointments to be kept. Therefore, a last-minute cancellation is unthinkable.
Unthinkable. Okay, Patricia. How punctual are you for appointments, dates, school, or work?
Usually, I am very punctual.
Very punctual. Okay, punctual. Okay, give reasons for being late. When are you late?
Can you repeat, please?
You give me any reasons for being late?
I can be late when I wake up very late or I have problems with the traffic, for example.
Okay. Loli, how punctual are you for appointments, dates, school, or work?
Yes, I am very punctual.
I am very punctual.
I'm very punctual.
Punctual is an adjective, okay? Give me reasons for being late.
Because the traffic is very fast.
Can you repeat when there is a lot of traffic?
because there is a lot of traffic.
Okay, Lydia, please. How punctual are you for appointments, dates, school, or work?
I'm punctual.
Okay. And can you give me any reasons for being late?
Because I have a problem.
Okay, or when I have a problem. Okay. Lydia, what is your attitude with respect to deadlines? Do you understand, first of all, do you understand the meaning of deadlines?
No,
Lolly, do you understand the meaning of deadlines?
no,
And you, Patricia?
no.
Okay. For instance, when I write a date for the last survey and the test in each module, and I say that module 2 or module 3 will be closed at 24 hours, for instance, next Thursday, that is a deadline. You cannot submit any more activities after that date, isn't it? That is a deadline. So the last moment that you can submit something is the date I am giving you and the hour. And deadlines are referring to when you have got a project and you have got a date to present or to submit it to your boss or to the manager of the project. Or for instance, when you are writing an essay and you have a date to submit it, etc. This is a deadline. Okay? This is a deadline. The last day that you can present a work, a project, or that you can submit a test, an exam, and an essay, etc. in your studies. Okay, so I'm going to repeat the question. Lydia, what is your attitude with respect to deadlines? Do you submit them on time, in time, or you have problems to submit it in time or on time?
In time.
And you, Loli?
In time.
Hello, Maria Angeles. When do you submit your works? Maria Angeles, I cannot listen to you. Check your audio, please. Patricia, what is your attitude to respect to deadline?
With the deadline, I can be nervous.
Okay, so you can be nervous. But do you submit your work in time or on time? Patricia, did you listen to me?
No, can you repeat, please? Sorry.
I mean that do you submit your work in time or on time?
I try to present my work on time, but depend the circumstance.
Depends on the circumstances. Can you repeat that? Depends on the circumstances.
Depend of the circumstances.
Okay, I'm sorry, Maria Angeles, because you are not practicing. Since we are in Blackboard, you cannot practice. I don't know what the matter is with your microphone, But are you sure that you got an external microphone? Select it in Tools, go to Audio, Audio Configure Microphone, and after that click on there, and you must click on micrófono externo, and then click on cancelar eco entre el micrófono y los parlantes y hacer un clic en ajustar automáticamente el volumen del micrófono hacia arriba y hacia abajo, y después de eso lo cierras. A ver si te funciona. Bueno, seguimos. Let's continue. Patricia, are appointments set in advance usually kept in Spain? What do you think?
No, in my country the schedules can be more flexible.
And you, Loli, what do you think about that in Spain?
I don't understand the question.
But what is the word that you don't understand, or the words that you don't understand?
¿Qué?
That if people attend to meetings or appointments at the time that was scheduled previously.
Okay.
Sorry?
Yes. I think so. The people is very punctually with the appointment.
And what do you think, Livia?
I think the people is punctual in appointments.
Well, sometimes, yes. Sometimes, but not always in Spain. Sorry, Maria Angeles, I cannot ask you. Can you speak now? I hear something, but I cannot. I hear a noise, but I cannot listen to you.
Berta?
Yes? Yes, I could listen to you now.
Now?
Yes, yes. Yes, I can listen to you now. Do you want to? Well, you're going to read the next time. Let's see. I'm going to change the slide and the page. We are going to do this e-shopping on page 54. Okay. Let's see. Sounds good that Maria Angeles can participate because she has been here every day and she's not able to say anything. Poor her. Well, let's see. Listen, please. I'm going to read e-shopping. I got this funny image for this reading. I like it. E-shopping. The way we use the shop has been one of the many changes the Internet has brought about during the last years. For people who work outside their homes, shopping on the Internet has been a solution for buying not only groceries but from the supermarket, but also clothes, presents, books, music, and thousands of other things. There are websites that foresaw this increasing necessity many years ago and are now consolidated businesses that sell their products everywhere in the world. Other enterprises have little by little entered the market with enormous success, while others are still exploring and learning from the new e-buying habits of their customers. Although there have been some problems related to payment transactions, it seems this way of shopping has come to stay and it will continue to improve in the future. Okay. Well, Maria Angeles, start reading, that I'm anxious about listening to you. Let's listen to you. I cannot hear you now. Maria Angeles, please, you're going to do something. Enter into audio, enter into configure audio, and when you are there, you are going to push the thistle at the top on the right, just completely to the right. Let's see if we can hear you. Okay, Lydia, Patricia, you start reading.
E-shopping. The way we shop has been one of the main changes the Internet has brought about during the last years. For people who work outside their homes, shopping on the Internet has been a solution for buying not only groceries from the supermarket, but also clothes, presents, books, music, and thousands of other things. There are websites that foresaw this increasing necessity many years ago and are now consolidated businesses that sell their products everywhere in the world.
Businesses, this is plural, businesses.
Businesses that sell their products everywhere in the world. Other enterprises have little by little entered the e-market with enormous success, while others are still exploring and learning from the new buying habits of their customers. Also, there have been some problems related to payment transactions. It seems this way of shopping has come to stay, and it will continue to improve in the future.
Okay, well, I told you before to enter and repeat because you have to correct many expressions in the, and also stress and this kind of things. Let's see, Maria Angeles, can you speak now, please? No, I cannot listen to you. I don't know what the matter is with the microphone, but Lolly, please start reading. Lolly, click the microphone. Yes.
E-shopping. The way we shop has been one of the many changes the Internet has brought about during the last years. For people who work outside their homes, shopping on the Internet has been a solution for buying not only groceries, not only groceries from the supermarket, but also clothes, presents, books, music, and thousands of other things. There are websites that foresaw this is increasing necessity many years ago and are now this increasing necessity many years ago and are now consolidated businesses that sell their products everywhere in the world. Other enterprises are little by little entering the market with the enormous success, while others are still exploring and learning from the new e-buying habits or their customers. Also,
in English, eight sounds, habits, other customers, habits.
E-buying habits of the customers. Also, there have been some problems related to payment transactions. It seems this way of shopping has come to stay and it will continue to improve in the future.
Okay, Lydia, please read it.
E-shopping. The way we shop has been one of the many changes the Internet has brought about during the last year. For people who work outside their home, shopping on the Internet has been a solution for buying not only groceries from the supermarket, but also clothes, presents, books, music, and thousands of other things. There are websites that would show this is impression. Necessity many years ago and are now consolidated businesses that sell their products everywhere in the world. Other enterprises have little by little interested the e-market with enormous success while others are still exploring and learning from the new environment. Habits of their customers. Although there has been some problems related to payment transactions, it seems this way of shopping has come to stay and it will continue to improve in the future.
Okay, Lydia, if you enter to repeat, when you are reading, you have to make pauses in the right places, because if you stop before or after, you lose the meaning of the sentence. So to make pauses in the right place is important to keep the meaning going on, okay, and the understanding of the listener. That is important. Okay.
Okay.
Here there is a list of advantages and disadvantages associated with shopping on the internet. So let's see. Patricia, what do you think are the advantages of shopping online?
I think the advantage of shopping will be cheaper, is time saving, and it's always available.
Okay, and what are the disadvantages that you see?
It can be dangerous in some page. It can be trustworthy.
Trustworthy? Do you understand trustworthy or not? Patricia, do you understand?
Sorry, trustworthy is be confiable.
When you rely on someone.
What? I don't understand.
When you think that that person is not going to cheat you, to tell you lies, to fake about something.
Okay. No, it's fiable. No?
Don't trust somebody. Don't trust. When you believe that that person is not going to cheat you, to steal you. You understand or not?
The word cheat, I don't understand.
To cheat. Cheat is when they
don't say the truth?
Yes, when they don't say the truth, they cheat you.
Okay.
Let's see.
I think that by shopping can be trustworthy because a lot of space you can trust in the security.
So it's not trustworthy. It's just the opposite.
Okay. I don't feel that.
Okay. Let's see. Loli, what are the advantages and disadvantages that you see in this kind of shopping?
Advantage, it's safe, and quick, cheaper, it's time saving, and it's fun, and always available.
Thank you. And you, Livia?
The advantage is quickly, is cheaper, it's fun.
Okay. And Livia, have you ever bought by internet?
Sometimes
What is the last time that you buy something?
the last week bought a ticket of plane with for a friend.
Okay. And you, Loli, did you usually buy in the internet?
Yes.
And what was the last thing that you bought?
The last a month ago, I buy clothes in a web of clothes.
So if as it is past, you must say, I bought clothes.
I bought clothes.
Okay. And you, Patricia, do you usually buy by internet?
No, never, because my credit card is not, with my credit card not possible for me.
Okay, much better for you. Don't worry.
Only with a Mastercard, I can't.
Yes. Well, let's turn to another page. We are going to continue with the readings. And this is on page 82. Turn to page 82, please. We are going to read about English in the New World. And I have chosen this photograph about the international meeting. It says World Economic Forum. Let's see if they finish with the crisis. English in the New World. Canada and the United States of America are two relatively new countries with a closely connected history. Their inhabitants primarily speak English, and they are a part of the 38 countries and territories that form the Americas or New World. The French, who set up fur trading settlements in central Canada, worked their way south through the central United States and all the way down to Louisiana. The Spanish stayed in the areas of Florida, the Caribbean, Mexico, Baja California, and the west coast of the United States. Large numbers of colonialists emigrated from England in the 1600s and 1700s. Other Europeans, such as Germans, Dutch, and Swedes, also came and settled the areas of Pennsylvania, Delaware, and New York. Both in Canada and in the U.S., immigrants had to learn to organize and govern themselves. This was not easy for people who came from different cultural backgrounds, spoke different languages, and suffered many hardships. English colonists, white Anglo-Saxon Protestants, who were larger in number, soon became the dominant group, and the others, not wanting to feel separate, began to adopt the English language and culture. In the 1800s, the Chinese also embarked for the Americas, and large numbers of Italians, Greeks, Russians, Poles, Hungarians and Romanians soon followed them. By the end of the 19th century, the old immigration group, who felt the newcomers were overcrowding their cities and taking away their jobs, no longer welcomed these new people. The newcomers had to confront hostility and prejudice, forming ethnic neighborhoods where they maintained their language and customs. These customs and languages still prevail today. In Canada's Quebec, both French and English are spoken. In fact, Montreal is one of the largest French-speaking cities today. Even the city of Ottawa, which is very close to the Quebec border, has a very strong French flavor. Similarly, the United States is famous for its ethnic heritages. New Orleans French Quarter, Little Italy in New York, or the Irish St. Patrick's Day celebrations in Chicago. Despite, or perhaps precisely because of, the marked diversity of the immigrants that moved to these vast territories in search of freedom and wealth, the United States are two of the most influential and powerful countries of modern times. Okay. Patricia, can you start reading, please?
English in the New World. Canada and the United States of America are two relatively new countries with a closely connected history. The inhabitants primarily speak English, and they are part of the 68 countries and territories that form the Americas or New World. The French, who set a hard training settlement in central Canada, worked their way south through the central United States and all the way down to Louisiana, the Spanish stayed in the area of Florida, the Caribbean, Mexico, Baja California, and the west coast of the United States. Large numbers of colonies emigrated from England in the 1600s or 1700s. Other Europeans, such as Germans, Dutch, or Swedish, also came and set the areas of Pennsylvania, Delaware, and New York, both in Canada and the USA. Immigrants had to learn to organize and govern themselves. This was not easy for people who come from different cultural backgrounds, spoke different languages, and suffered many hardships. In these colonies, by Anglo-Saxon Protestants, who were larger in numbers, soon became the dominant group, and the others, not wanting to feel separate, began to adopt the English language and culture. In the 18th, the Chinese also embarked for the Americas, and large numbers of Italians, Greeks, Russians, Poles, Hungarians, and Romanians soon followed with them. By the end of the 19th century, the old immigration group who filled the newcomers were overcrowding their cities and taking away their jobs. No longer welcoming these new people, the newcomers have to confront hostility and prejudice, forming any neighborhood where they maintain their languages and customs. These customs and languages still prevail today. In Canada's Quebec, both French and English are spoken. In fact, Montreal is one of the largest French-speaking cities today. Even the city of Ottawa, which is very close to the Quebec border, has a very strong flavor. Similarly, the United States is famous for its ethnic heritage. New Orleans, French Quarter, Little Italy in New York, or the Irish and Patty Day celebration in Chicago. Despite of this precisely because of the market diversity of the immigrants that moved to these vast territories in search of freedom and wealth. The United States and Canada are two of the most influential and powerful countries of modern times.
Well, Lolly, please read it.
English in the world. Canada and the United States of America are two relatively new countries with a closely connected history. Their inhabitants primarily speak English, and there are a part of the 38 countries and territories that from the Americas of New World. The French who set up trading settlements in central Canada worked their way south through the central United States and all the way downtown to Louisiana. The Spanish stayed in the areas of Florida, the Caribbean, Mexico, Baja California, and the west coast of the United States. Large number of colonies emigrated from the England in the 16th and 17th centuries. Other Europeans.
Hundreds and 1700s.
1600s and 1700s. Other Europeans such as Germans, Dutch, and Swedish also come and settled the areas of the Pennsylvania, Delaware, and New York. Both in Canada and the U.S. immigrants had to learn to organize and govern themselves. This was not easy for people who came from different cultural backgrounds, spoke different languages, and suffered many hardships. English colonies with white Anglo-Saxon Protestants, who were larger in number, soon became the dominant group, and the others not wanting to feel separated began to adopt the English language and culture. In 18th century,
1800s.
the Chinese,
1800s.
In the 1800s, the Chinese also embarked from the Americas a large number of Italians, Greeks, Russians, Poles, Hungarians, and Romanians followed them. By the end of the 19th century, the old immigration group who felt the newcomers were overcrowding the cities and taking away their jobs, no longer welcoming these new people. The newcomers had to confront hostility and prejudice, forming ethnic neighborhoods where they maintained their language and customs. These customs and language still prevail today. In Canada's Quebec, both French and English are spoken. In fact, Montreal is one of the largest French-speaking cities today. Even the city of Ottawa, which is very close to Quebec's border, has a very strong French flavor. Similarly, the United States is famous for its ethnic heritage. New Orleans, French Quarter, Little Italy in New York, or the Irish St. Patrick's Day celebration in Chicago. Despite, or perhaps precisely because of the market diversity of the immigrants that moved to these vast territories in search of freedom and wealth. The United States and Canada are two of the most influential and powerful countries of modern times.
Okay, thank you. Lydia, start reading, please.
English in the New World. Canada and the United States of America are two relatively new countries with a closely connected history. Their inhabitants primarily speak English and they are a part of 38 countries and territories that form the America of New World. The French, who set up for planting settlements in central Canada, worked their way through the central United States and all the way down Louisiana. The Spanish speak in the areas of Florida, the Caribbean, Mexico, Baja California, and the west coast of the United States. Large number of foreigners immigrated from England,